Welcome back to Pandemic Legacy Season 1. Its first turn is Trevor, our medic, and he is sitting over here in Essen with our researcher Vicky, our scientist Vicky. The researcher is a different character. And let's take a look at his cards and everything and figure out what he's going to do. I think we're very close to possibly having the cure for Cobra 403 or yellow disease. Let's take a look at his cards and then he's going to take his 4 actions. Alright, taking a look at Trevor here, he's got Hong Kong Tapai, he's got Buenos Aires and Bogota. I think I've been mispronouncing it. I apologize to all those from Colombia who I'm butchering that city, the capital city's name. Alright, we want him to actually give Bogota to Vicky. Vicky's got 3 yellow cards. If she can have 4, then she can cure the yellow disease and we'll have the win for the second half of January, which would be pretty awesome. Because we actually have a win bonus card here as well. If you win a game in January, we're going to get this bonus card. So I don't know what that is. Well, let's hope we can win. I think we can. All right, so we're going to have Trevor end his turn in Bogota, Colombia, and then in the next time when Vicky goes, she's going to meet him there and take that card. All right, so Bogota is right here, and that's where we want our medic Trevor to end up at. Right now he's at Essen. He's going to take 1 action to take a shuttle from Essen right here to Atlanta. It's 1 action. His second action, he'll move here into Miami. His third action will be to cure the Cobra 403 there, doing a treat action. And his fourth and final action will be to move to Bogota. And yes, that's where he's going to end off his turn. Very quickly, but that's okay. Because if we can get Vicky over here, which we should be able to do, she can grab that card from him and be able to cure the yellow disease next time. Hopefully, we're not going to have anything too catastrophic happen between right now and when that can happen. Alright, well, it's time for Trevor to grab his 2 cards. Let's see what they are. And of course, there could be an outbreak here, an epidemic. Let's hope not. We get, okay, Sydney and Osaka. Alright, well, he has 4 red cards now, 2 yellows, so he's good to go within the limit. You can have 7 cards. But yeah, now it is time for the infecting of cities, and we're still sitting at 2, which is actually pretty good. Alright, we're sitting at 2 for infecting cities, and the first one is Kolkata. It's a black disease. That Kolkata thing is getting pretty sneaky. There's another one there. We got 4 cubes on the board only. That's not bad. And Istanbul. Alright. And Istanbul is also getting a black virus. So that's spreading a little bit. Where is that? Right here. Okay. Nothing too catastrophic. Alright, up next is Vicky. Let's take a look at her cards, and then we're going to decide what she wants to do. Alright, so Vicky has Mexico City, Khartoum, and Sao Paulo. She only needs 4 cards of a color. We only have the yellow Cobra 403 to actually cure, to win the second half of January. She's got 4 actions. She also has this funded event card. Remove any 1 card from the infection discard pile for the game. You can play this between the infect and intensify steps of the epidemic. Really cool. Alright, let's get moving. Vicky, she wants to meet up with Trevor in Bogota. Alright, so Vicky was here at Essen. She's going to take 1 action to fly right over here to Atlanta. You can go from disease center to disease center. And from here, then that's 1 action, 3 actions meeting up in Bogota with Trevor. And for 4th and final action, yes, she can do an exchange card action. Which means we can only exchange the card with the city we're in. So she will take Bogota. That's her 4th yellow card. And because she's a scientist, she can cure a disease with only 4 city cards instead of everyone else having 5. It's all good, but now she has to pull a couple more cards and see what happens. Okay, 2 cards for Vicky. We have not seen an epidemic in a long time. London. No! Yeah. She gets London, and she gets epidemic. Increase. Move the infection rate marker forward 1 space. That's not good. This, of course, is not good because this takes us to the 3, and now we're going to be pulling 3 Infect City cards. Ooh, every turn. That can be pretty bad. Alright, let's take a look at the rest of that Epidemic card. Alright, so the rest of the card is, we're into the Infect. Draw the bottom card from the Infection deck and put 3 cubes on that city, then discard the card. Alright, bottom of the city deck. I don't know what it is. What do we have? This is going to get 3 cubes on it, and it's Shanghai. Well, here we are. Incurable Code A403A is making its appearance pretty heavily in Shanghai. That's a 3 right there. Where's Shanghai? There. And you know what? I think, though, right now, Vicky's going to play her card, her Resilient Population. Remove any one card in the infection discard pile from the game. You may play this between the infect and intensify steps of an epidemic, which is right now. Boom, she's playing it. She's going to, you know what, we're just going to take little Shanghai, and they have a Resilient Population. So, out of the game it goes for this game for the end of January. Cool. Alright, and now we have to shuffle all the cards in the infection discard pile, put them back in the infection deck, and then we're going to be pulling 3 of them. So, wow, there's a pile in here, though. And nothing has more than 2 on it. So, oh no. Shanghai's got 3, but we got rid of the Shanghai card. So that's, yeah, we can't. It's impossible for us to get an outbreak. Wow, cool. So that's going to work in our favor for sure. All right, I'm going to do a little more shuffling here. And then we will see which 3 cities are going to be getting 1 infection cube. The first one is going to be Johannesburg. Okay, things are getting a little ugly with Cobra 403 because that's 3 down there now. The next one, Paris, is going to be getting a blue. That one's cured. And lastly, because we're drawing 3 now because of our infection rate, we have Baghdad comes back into the fold with a black one, but that's cured as well, Baghdad. Okay, not bad. Up last is Claire, our generalist, so let's figure out what it is she wants to do. Alright, so Claire has Kinshasa, Riyadh, Moscow, Essen, Seoul, Mumbai, and Ho Chi Minh City. I think we're going to be trying to build another research center. I think that'd be a good idea. She's going to, for her first action, she's going to discard Moscow, then fly directly there, and you'll see why here in a second. So we're going to discard this card. First action, she's taking a direct flight to Moscow. Alright, so she's currently sitting here in Atlanta. Yes, she can take 1 action, go to Essen, but she wants to get over to Moscow. So she's going to direct flight to Moscow. That's 1 action. Then she's going to go 2, 3, 4 actions to Riyadh. And for her 5th and final action at Riyadh, she will discard the Riyadh card to build a research center there. And that's how that operates. So now we have yet another research center right there, Riyadh. So now we've got 1 in Essen, 1 at Riyadh, and 1 over in Atlanta. And that's her turn. Is that a good idea? I don't know. We'll see. I think we're in relatively okay shape. So we will put another research center there. And maybe on our upgrade next time we'll put a research center sticker there. It's not an outbreak or anything. This city's never had an outbreak, or it's gone to, it's never had an outbreak, so it's probably a safe place to put a research center. Alright, it's time for Claire to draw 2 cards. And let's hope we don't get unlucky and have another epidemic happen immediately. And she gets Shanghai and Johannesburg. Okay, so now she has 2, 3, 4, 5. She has 7 cards. Perfect. But what's not perfect is we have to draw 3 city cards and put an infection cube on each one. So let's get doing that. Alright, infection for the city number 1 is Tehran. Okay, the black is pretty nasty. So Tehran's got 2 second city card for Claire, Buenos Aires. Ooh, Cobra 403 down at Buenos Aires. There's 3 there now. Okay, and the 3rd and final card for Claire's infecting cities is Riyadh, exactly where she is, which is really not much of a big deal. There's 2 on there. Probably not going to outbreak. We do have now Buenos Aires with 3, and it could outbreak. Johannesburg also 3. A little bit dangerous stuff, but I don't know. So we're going to zoom right out, and I guess that's going to be the end of our episode for today. I know, short. And tomorrow I'm pretty sure we're going to be finishing it off because Vicky should be able to get herself over to a research center. She's pretty close to Atlanta 1, 2, and cure the Cobra 403 yellow disease. Alright, so thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Legacy, Pandemic Legacy, Season 1. We're in the second half of January. We're one cure away from winning the second half of January. And so far, things have gone way better than the first half of January. So thanks so much, and we'll see you tomorrow, I'm pretty sure, for the conclusion. So we'll see you then.